She wasn't just an actress, she was a phenomenon. A woman who lit up the screen with her eyes and carried galaxies of pain behind her smile. They called her Mahanati, the great actress. But behind the lights and applause was a life that filled with sacrifice, betrayal, love, and loneliness. This is not just a story of a fame, it's a story of a woman who gave everything and paid the price for loving too deeply. People say addiction didn't destroy her, her heartbreak did. And yet, even in pain, she carried grace, the kind only a woman who gave everything could carry. This is a story of Savitri. When I watched Mahanati in theatre back in 2019, not gonna lie, I thought I was watching a biopic, but halfway through I realized this isn't about Savitri Garu's life. This is also not about what fame does. This is about how her love ruined everything and what loneliness leaves behind. Out of all the powerful moments in Mahanati, there's one scene that stays with me, not because it's dramatic, but because it marks the beginning of the end. It's a moment where everything changes, where pain becomes too heavy to hide. Today, I want to talk about that scene, not just because it is beautifully acted, but because I resonate with it on a deeply personal level. The man she loved, trusted, gave everything to, has betrayed her. In that moment, the legend steps aside and we see the woman, not Mahanati, just Savitri. Nissankara Savitri, alone, wounded, and quietly falling apart. The scene where she finds out he's cheating, she shouts at everyone, just to shut the voices in her head. She looks in the mirror and sees something worse than just a cracked reflection, a version of herself that feels ruined. Ugly in a way that she can't explain to anyone. And then, that bottle in her hand is heavy with a heartbreak. It's filled with years of sacrifice, crushed dreams, and silent suffering. She drinks, not for the taste, not for the high, just to shed that one thought that keeps coming back, that she wasn't enough for him. And then she drinks. No shouting, no dialogue, heavy drama, and just silence. I still remember the theatre was full, but everyone was still, as if they knew this wasn't acting. This was her reliving the pain. She wasn't drunk, she was damaged, and we just sat there watching her drown slowly, beautifully, and also painfully. In that big screen, I didn't see a superstar. I saw a woman who gave too much to people who gave her nothing back. I still remember when I walked out of the theatre, I didn't feel entertained. I felt very heavy, like I sat beside her during her final heartbreak, and also I'm standing in front of her during the decision that she made. Mahanati didn't just show me a cinema, it showed me what pain looks like, and when it wears makeup and still shows up for work. And maybe that's what makes her the greatest, not her stardom, but the pain she carried, and the grace with which she collapsed. If you ever laughed with a broken heart, if you ever stood tall while everything inside you collapsed, if you ever trusted someone so much only to be left in pieces, then Mahanati won't feel like cinema. It feels like a memory, like something you lived. Well, this is Ajay for the love of cinema, for the stories that leave scars, and the characters who remind us ourselves. Thank you for watching. And if you felt something today, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe.